I love my life. 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 Not that.
Hey guys, Traveling RN Kinney here. Welcome to my channel where we discuss travel nursing, lifestyle, and family content. I know it's been a while since I've made a video, but so much has happened. And there's so much we need to go over, a lot of caught up information. But welcome again to my channel and let's get into it. So as you know, it has been a while since I made a video because I just had a baby. My son is he is 10 months now, going on 11 months. Super strong, super smart. We are very blessed and thankful for the gift that God has given us, and I pray that He continues to bless us with many things, knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. Now, so much has gone down with the whole travel nursing for me. As you know, I have been doing PRN and part-time. I'm trying to be a little PRN princess in this nursing game. But I was travel nursing for 2 years straight and decided to switch to the NICU. For those of you who don't know, I was an ER nurse for about 4 going on 5 years, and then I was travel nursing in the ER, but then I decided that I wanted to step out of the ER, do something that I love, that I'm compassionate about, and that's the NICU. So I've been doing the NICU for almost 2 years now. It'll be 2 years in October. And it's been going absolutely great. I know I want to stay in the NICU. And with that being said, the past few months have really opened up my eyes about what I want to do as far as the future goes. So with that being said, I am going back to school. I have my associate's degree. I need to get my bachelor's degree, and then after that my plan is to become a nurse practitioner. So I'm going to be making videos, content about my process, studying, getting into school, the application process, just my whole journey as I progress in my nursing career, so that you guys can have that information if you decide in the future that you want to do this. And if you guys have any questions, just leave them down below and I'll try my best to answer them as soon as possible. But like I said, I am going to school. I did sign up for WGU to accomplish my bachelor's degree. It is online, and I feel like the flexibility that I get with working online is so manageable right now with having a newborn at home, working the amount of hours that I work. I know it's been a while that I've done a payday Friday, so stay tuned for that because it's a little bit different now that I'm not travel nursing. So what am I doing today? Now, other than going to school for my bachelor's, I am also working part-time in the NICU. So of course, I was a travel nurse before for 2 years. It's kind of hard to go from travel nursing to staff nursing as far as the pay goes. The pay cut is unbelievable. But it is what it is. You just have to be smart about it. I did make a video about how you can optimize your pay as a staff nurse, and that's what I'm doing. There's no way I'm going to settle for mediocre. Sorry guys, that's just not me. So, like I said, I work in the NICU part-time. The way I'm optimizing my paycheck as a part-time staff is working I'm on the every weekend schedule. So I do have a contract. I work every weekend with my NICU job every Friday and Saturday, and they also have Saturday, Sunday, which I was originally on, but I prefer Friday, Saturday for when football season comes, and then I'll be available to be off on Sundays. But anyways, so with my part-time NICU job, I am working every Friday and Saturday. The benefits of working, and I'm on the night shift weekend. So because I'm on night shift, I do get a shift differential. I am currently getting paid $43 an hour, and with that shift differential, which is $15 an hour, I'm making $68 just for showing up to work. So with the weekend contract, I don't just get the shift differential for the night, which is normally when you check shift differentials for night shift, it starts at 11 p.m. and goes into 6 a.m., I believe, 6 or 7 a.m. But either way, is normally with shift differential, you only get paid for the differential for night shift for that pay period, time period, sorry. And then, but with the weekend option, I get paid for my entire 12 hours. So the way the contract works is every time I get paid 48 hours, whether I decide to pick up extra shift or I just work by 48 hours, the entire 48 hours will be paid with that shift differential. So for 48 hours, I'm getting paid $68 an hour. So that's awesome. If I decide that I want to pick up an extra shift and work 3 days a week, then that will be at my base rate, which is 43, plus the night shift differential, which is it's 3 something for like the first 4 hours, I believe, and then the last 8 hours is 4 something. So averaging, I'm making about $46.50 an hour for picking up a regular shift during the week. Now, the way your girl is being smart, I'm not picking up regular shifts because that's not beneficial. That's not smart for me. What I have been doing is picking up shifts that have shift bonus. So at my hospital, we are getting $25 an hour minimum for doing a shift bonus. And sometimes it actually goes up to $50 an hour. So that's $25 extra per hour in addition to the shift differential, which is in addition to your base rate. So on the days that I'm picking up those bonus shifts, I'm making approximately $72, almost $73 an hour. So it's way more beneficial for me to pick up an extra shift on the days that I am not working / when they're throwing that bonus at you. Now, other than that, like I said, I'm trying to be a PRN princess here. So I have an additional job in the observation unit, guys. Yes, something new. So I did take a new job in the observation unit at the hospital closest to my home. But that base pay at that job is $50 an hour. So my entire shift, I'm getting $50 an hour. In addition, so they also have shifts that have bonuses at that hospital. So other than my scheduled 2 shifts in a 6-week period, any other shift that I pick up at this hospital, I get an additional $15 an hour. So when I pick up an extra shift at this hospital, I get $65 in total per hour just to work. So like I said, be smart as much as you possibly can. I know night shift is kind of hard. So if you can't do night shift, sorry, but if you're on that grind and you're ready to make that money and be smart about it, night shift is really the way to go. Now, my PRN job at the hospital closest to me, it actually doesn't require me to work night shift or day shift. It doesn't even make a difference. They just need coverage, right? That's the best thing about PRN. You practically work when you want. I could schedule myself for all day shifts, all night shifts. It doesn't matter. I'm just filling the holes at this hospital. So those are my 2 big updates. I'm working night shift / part-time in the NICU, and then I have a PRN job in the observation unit. Now, I did not want to work with adults for a while. I got out of the ER because I wanted to work with the NICU babies, but unfortunately the hospital I'm working at with the PRN job, they do not have a NICU. They do have a nursery where the babies stay with the mom. I have done some research, tried to get some information about how I could possibly get a PRN position in that unit, but I'm still trying to decide if that's even something I want to do, because that also includes working with the mothers. And obviously I don't have a problem with working with adults because I've been working with adults, but working with females, particularly in mother baby, is completely different. You do need more training. There's a lot of things that has to do with like post delivery that I am not trained for, that I do need to be trained for. So if I did take a position in that department, I would get the training and then we would go from there. So I will keep you guys updated with any other changes that comes to my job if I do decide to do that. Now, also, as you guys know, I was travel nursing for 2 years, absolutely love it. But I have decided that I am going to take a break from travel nursing, being that we just moved. And I'm trying to go to school and I want to be home. One of the great things about when I was travel nursing is that I was able to put myself in a financial situation where we could have a baby, we could move, we could, do these different things. And now that we are in a place where we're super comfortable and happy, I'm kind of want to settle down in this area / position for a little while. I will still keep you guys updated on any travel nursing updates that I have. But personally, I am going to take a break from travel nursing and just continue the nursing content as much as I possibly can for you guys. So that's it for the updates that I have for you guys right now. Thank you so much for watching. Like, subscribe, and leave any comments down below, and I will get to you guys as soon as possible. Please stay tuned for new videos. I have a few ideas, especially now that I'm working with adults again. So if you guys have any questions, I will do an update about working in the observation unit, because it is definitely not like working in the ER. So I'll make a video about that. Stay tuned. If you guys have any ideas of new videos that you want me to make, then please leave those comments down below and I will get to them as soon as possible. Have a wonderful and blessed day.